Hi students, in this video I am going to discuss about the primary and secondary metabolites, and later in the continuation I will discuss biomacromolecules. Out of these things, primary and secondary metabolites are very important up to now 2009, 2019. He has given one question, and next he is given 2021 question. 2021 two questions he has given from this only in the NEET, and 2023 also, so 22, 24, 25 he didn't given the questions. I am expecting a question from this one 2026 re-exam. Remember it. So first of all we come to know what is primary and secondary metabolite. What is metabolite? Biomolecules, biomolecules are the molecules which are present, organic molecules which are present in the living cell. And the thing metabolites means which is used to produce by the metabolism. Means almost all are metabolites only. For that only, biomolecules can be called as metabolites. In that one, what is primary metabolite and what is secondary metabolite? Primary metabolite, before knowing what are the fundamental duties, fundamental things which is to happen in the living organisms, in the life cycle, fundamental things in the life cycle. What are they? They are the, you see here, they are the one is growth, development, and reproduction. Growth must be there, growing, and development means stages from young stage, maturity stage, and fruiting stage, like that stages are that will come under development, and finally reproduction. All these things are called as primary basic fundamental duties of the living organism, and in that one whatever the molecule biomolecules metabolites are involving, they are called as primary metabolites. They are called as primary metabolites. What is secondary? Secondary metabolites are also organic compounds which is to present. Without that also the life cycle can be completed, and it is not common in all. Very means someone used to have, that we'll see now. So what primary metabolite? Thousands of organic compounds, molecules are present in the living organism. These biomolecules also called as metabolites. Actually metabolite means from the metabolism it is to come, all are metabolites only. Next, these metabolites are divided into mainly two types, primary and secondary metabolites. What is primary metabolites? What I told, metabolites, these are essential for the basic means fundamental activities of the growth, development, and reproduction. Important because all these are statements, remember it. And they are fundamental of the living organism. They are found in the living organisms. All the living organisms used to have the primary and secondary metabolites. Sorry, primary metabolites. But secondary metabolites are present only in some of the living organisms. What are they? Secondary metabolites are not strictly necessary for the basic means fundamental life, whatever the needs. It is not necessary for that. Necessity is fundamental. It is not necessary. Basic growth, etc., but play crucial ecological roles. They used to give ecologically some, say, what are they, that also we'll see. That is the like defense, attraction of the pollinators in the flowering plants. Pollinators and the gymnosperms and angiosperms, angiosperms pollinators are there. They will be attracted by the some colors. The colors also will be provided by the secondary metabolite. And defense, it is a toxic majority. So for example, calotropis and whatever the milky substance it is to give, They generally the herbivorous animals won't eat that one because it is toxic. So that is a secondary metabolite. The latex is secondary metabolite. So defense and attraction of the pollinators are specific to the certain organisms like so they are not common in all. Already I told. They are specific for some what? Only in the plants, not in the animals. Animals won't have the secondary metabolites. Why? That also I will tell you. And fungi and microbes and some of the plants. Some plants, microbes, and fungi used to have secondary metabolites. Why? Animals are not having. Animals, these secondary metabolites used to arise from the excretory products. Excretory product means what? Byproduct. When the chemical reaction is going on, all of you know that one byproduct also, which is not necessary, it will come. Sometimes it may be toxic also. So such type of the byproduct, it is present in the plants of the fungi and in the microbes. Why not animals? Animals are having well established excretory system, kidneys, liver, and all the things. They will work and they will send out all the excretory products. So it is not necessary to store. But the plants are not having that excretory systems. So they have to store it in some other. In the evolution, what happened? Those excretory products used to modify little bit or more and become the defense purpose and all other purposes they are useful. Actually, the secondary metabolites function we don't know much, but they are very useful for the human. What are they? Many of the secondary metabolites are useful for human welfare. What are they? Now you see here. Now they are the pigments. Pigments means color giving. What are they? Carotenoids, anthocyanins, etc. Anthocyanin, anthocyanin. Anthocyanin, anthocyanin, they are the water soluble pigments which are present in the vacuoles. Remember it. And next carotenoids also. Without these carotenoids and anthocyanin, they will work, but they will give color for the pollinators, attracting the pollinators, and they are the working as the defense also for the ultraviolet rays. That is different one, not given in the textbook. For your understanding purpose, I am giving the extra thing. The things whatever I am teaching here, which is if it is not present in the NCERT, forget about it. For the more clarification, I am telling you. Okay. Next is the alkaloids, morphine, codeine, etc. Alkaloids means you know that is the drowsiness everything it is to give. They used to morphine and codeine. Terpenoids. Terpenoids are the monoterpenes, diterpenes. What are the terpenoids? Best example is the menthol. And the citrus leaves used to give some smell. That also terpenoids. For your understanding, I am telling it is not in the examples. So monoterpenoids, diterpenoids. Essential oils. What is essential oil? Tell me. It is not a oil. Remember it. Oil means fats and oils we study. It is not a lipid. Remember it. Essential oil, highly concentrated and volatile substance, and they are not having any nutritional value. Lipids are having the nutritional value, but these are not. So such type of are called essential oils. Example, there is a lemongrass oil. Essential oil, remember it, it is not a oil lipid. It is highly concentrated, thick substance, volatile, present in this lemongrass oil, eucalyptus oil, some other things will come in that. Next, toxins, which will work as a toxin. Means whatever the thing, toxin means it is harmful for the whatever the it is taken that food as a food, abrin and ricin. Lectins, cancoulin L. What is lectin? Lectin, it is in the jackfruit seeds. Immediately we won't eat. Some people won't eat also by boiling or by burning. We used to take. Why? Because it is having the lectin. Lectin used to delay the digestion. So after complete cooking, if you take, no problem. And next, kidney beans, the beans of the kidney shape, they also will have. These are the out of. But the thing is, what is cancoulin A? It is to delay the digestion. Means one type of because it won't be eaten by the animals, herbivorous animals. So it will be delay. It will delay because of the digestion is incomplete. But we used to boil it and take it. Nothing will happen. Drugs, vinblastine and curcumin. And next will be the polymeric substances. What is polymeric substance? Polymeric means polymers made up of with monomers. Means rubber, gums, cellulose. Cellulose is the made up of glucose. Means monomer. Like that, all these are the polymeric substance, means made up of by the monomers. Small units in the chain formation it used to present. Such type of physical polymeric substance, rubber, gums, and all these things you have to by heart it, no doubt. And all the questions came from this only. And I am expecting questions from that one. And what is secondary metabolite? The use is defense purpose, because here it is the abrin toxin, it won't be eaten, and morphine because of the herbivores, to protect herbivores, and this will be the for the protect the ultraviolet rays. Such type of benefit it may have, and it is to present very not in all plants, not all, only few plants used to have these things, and we don't know much about it. So these are the secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites are the not participating in the fundamental activities of the life form. What are they? Growth, development, reproduction. So secondary metabolites are not participating in that. They are participating are the primary. Primary are what? Amino acids and all nucleotides, amino acids, sugars, and whatever are participating, all will come under primary. All the water, the acid soluble pool, insoluble pool also, whatever are there, the lipids and all the things will come primary, which are not participating in the fundamental duties of the living organism. Then it is called secondary metabolite. Now we will see biomacromolecule. What is this? Biomacromolecule. Actually, two types. Biomicromolecules mean what are the biomolecules? They are the acid soluble. They are the biomicromolecules. We used to call it biomolecules. Biomacromolecules means it is big size than the acid soluble. So where it is to present? It is to present in the filtrate is there, and it will retentate. Means acid, non-acid, acid non-soluble in the acid. They will work. They will present in the retentate because of big size, and they are not soluble in the acid, because acid non-soluble it is. That also, all these are the questions for the NEET. Remember it. So acid non-soluble pool, whatever are there in the retentate, all will come under biomacromolecules. And which are the acid insoluble fraction are called biomacromolecule. Examples are what? Proteins, nucleic acids, polysaccharides, and lipids also. Lipids are not strictly biomacromolecule. Why? That we will see in this. And next, in this one, how will differ biomicromolecule and macromolecule? Depend upon the size I already told. What is that size? That is 80 to 18 to 800 daltons it is present in the acid soluble whatever are there. The biomicromolecule biomolecules biomolecules, they are 80 to 800. And the macromolecules, which are the proteins and this polysaccharides and all, they are the big one. So here the generally the acid soluble pool, whatever are there, its size will be the 80 to 800 daltons. What is dalton? Already chemistry you might have, right? That is the molecular weight. Nowadays we are calculating in the form of dalton. Previous we used to calculate based on the one hydrogen atom weight. But now 1/12 of the carbon atom weight is called as 1 dalton. Generally, the daltons will be used for the very huge macromolecules like this. Now you see, even though we are getting the reported biomolecules are 18 to 800, they kept the margin between the micro and macromolecules, biomolecules and macro biomolecules, that is 1000. If the 1000 above daltons, the biomolecule is there, then that is called as biomacromolecule. Below that one, biomicromolecule, biomolecule we can say simply. And now whenever we are seeing here, and these were whatever the above are there, four types which I did. That is the proteins, and the next will be the lipids, polysaccharides, nucleic acids. Lipids, nucleic acids, and now you see here proteins, nucleic acids, polysaccharides. These three are the actual biomacromolecules. Lipid is not. Why? Now we will see. Lipid molecular weight is 800 below. Then where it should be? Biomolecules. But why it is in the retentate? That also he explained. That explanation also confusingly has given. That I will explain you properly. Remember it. That lipids, even though it is having less than 800 daltons, it is present in the retentate. Why? What is the reason? Because where the lipids used to present in the cell membrane. In the cell membrane mainly, and different places also it used to present. Cell membrane with the bilayer lipid layer we used to call. In that one, lipids are present. Whenever we are grinding the living tissue in the trichloroacetic acid, we are rupturing the cell organelles. At that time, the membranes used to become small vesicles with water. For example, this is the after breaking. This is the part of a membrane. When the membrane it is whenever it will be like this. Inside what is there? Water. Water insoluble. Lipids are water insoluble, acid insoluble. So the lipid whenever it is becoming like this, why? Because the lipids bilayer lipid layer, no, it can be, it will be contract like this, and in between water is present. For that only the water insoluble he has given in the sentence. Water used to present the ruptured membrane. One more thing you remember here, all the membranes which are present inside the cell will show the plasma membrane model, that is unit membrane model by the Robertson he has given. That means Any membrane means endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, nuclear membrane, any membrane, tonoplast which is there around the vacuole. All these are like a plasma membrane only. Whenever they are ruptured, they will contract like this, and water will be inside, and it will become vesicle. These vesicles cannot pass through the cheese filter. When you are filtering cheesecloth or the cotton, it cannot pass, so they will be in the retentate. That is the reason he has given. Remember the thing. And see, lipids are insoluble in the acid and water, so at the time of drying tissues, they form vesicles and remain in the acid insoluble pool. This entire notes I only written. And acid soluble pool, whatever is there, its composition is like a cytoplasm composition. This composition is also same. Now he has given one more table here. It is most important. He didn't ask up to now, but I am expecting a question from this one. What is this? You see, average composition of the cell. Which chemical is highest percentage in the cell? If you ask, that is the water, 70 to 80, 90%. And it is inorganic compound. Remember it. It is an inorganic compound. Why it is? Because it is the medium and it is the solute also. Means all the things used to dissolve in this one, sir. That only it is having that much. Now come to the organic compounds. What are they? Proteins are the highest. Next, proteins are organic compounds which are present very high percentage in the living cell. If you ask, that is the protein 10 to 15%. Proteins also called as basic body building units of the cell. Remember it. That much important. So proteins. Then which one is the next? Next, some people will say carbohydrates or other thing. No. Next thing is the nucleic acids, 5 to 7%. First in the organic compounds, first is the protein, second is the nucleic acid, third one is carbohydrate, fourth one is the lipids, and last one is the ions, which is less than 1%. This he can give as the order, just he will put it in the order he may give. Like that, the chances are there to ask. And which organic compound will be highest percentage in the living cell, he can ask. That is the protein. All these things can be asked, but up to now he didn't ask from this one, but chances are more for the NEET. Now I completed the primary and secondary metabolites, biomacromolecules, and whatever he has given some confusing doubt also I clarified. And now if you like this one, please give the like mark and subscribe the channel, because all the this type of explanations will come so many. The entire syllabus I am going to complete. Up to now I completed five chapters. This is the sixth chapter, and first year, second year, all the things I will complete within 3 months. To And why I am asking the subscription and the this thing already I told, that is, it should, if you feel it is a good one, it must reach to the other people also. The YouTube will see how many people are liking, then only they will send to other people. It is not helping to me for the other students also. Please remember it and like it and subscribe to the channel.